En dan, je mag het gerust een turbulent jaar voor de Britten noemen. Een regering verwikkeld in meerdere schandalen. Binnen 2 maanden 3 premiers en een nieuw staatshoofd. En vooral ook economische malaise. En die is nog lang niet voorbij. Torenhoge inflatie, een energiecrisis en ook sociale onrust. Want het land is al maanden in de ban van allerlei stakingen. Tegen deze achtergrond zijn wij vanavond in Carlton, een wijk in Glasgow in Schotland, waar de helft van de kinderen in armoede leeft en waar de gemiddelde levensverwachting van mannen 15 jaar onder het landelijk gemiddelde ligt.
Hiya.
I've got some clothes I wanted to drop off. Are you taking stuff?
Het is spitsuur bij dit hulpcentrum in Carlton.
I'll go grab that for you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I've put
That's
stuff
brilliant. Some more donations just arrived.
So what's in there?
Probably a wee bit of a mixture, it looks like. We've got some boots. We've got some shoes. So we're a bit lacking space sometimes, so this is quite a lot of our food stuff we store out here as well. The donations we're getting in at the moment are fast and furious.
But it's never too much what you get?
No, absolutely
it.
not. We need it.
Want steeds meer arme inwoners kloppen aan om hulp.
The demand is getting out of control, actually, at the moment.
Why?
I think a lot of people now, predominantly it was vulnerable people and homeless people we were helping, but now we've got people from all walks of life queuing up for food, people that have got full-time jobs, they just can't afford to put the heating on and feed themselves the way that they've normally fed themselves.
Als de avond valt in de straten van Glasgow, word je in de bittere vrieskou geconfronteerd met deze harde werkelijkheid. Een werkelijkheid waarin steeds meer wijkbewoners afglijden in diepe armoede.
Well, what we do is we put on a service for people who have very little money or are sleeping on the streets. We provide hot food, hot drinks. As you can see, we've also got some clothing they need jackets and things.
How many people do you help on an average night?
On an average night, you're talking about 100 people. Yeah, you're talking about 100 people.
I'm in a tough situation at the moment, and so I'm reliant on folks like kindness to feed and clothe me.
And can you describe a little bit about the situation? Why are you having a tough time?
It's a complex situation, so I won't go into too many details, but I'm without a home and I have no income. So that's why I come to these folks.
And you rely on, and these are vital services.
Oh yes, for me it is, yeah, most definitely.
There's lots of people who have jobs that don't have money. People are sleeping in cardboard in their houses because they don't have money for carpets. You know, they're just thankful to have that roof over their head.
Because I see people with families here, children.
Yes, we're seeing more of that happening. They're bringing the kids out. They're bringing the kids out because they know that they'll get plenty of food from us for the kids.
Eens was Carlton een levendige, bruisende arbeiderswijk. Er was werk in overvloed in de staalfabrieken en de scheepswerven van Glasgow. Maar met het verdwijnen van de industrie kwam de massawerkloosheid, de armoede, het verval.
For a long time this area has faced real social and economic pressures. We know this is an area that has particularly high levels of child poverty.
John Dickey bestrijdt deze kinderarmoede, maar hij vecht tegen een hardnekkig, langdurig probleem.
We've seen many of the traditional jobs and opportunities that were in this area have disappeared over the last few decades, and people they haven't been replaced with decent quality jobs and opportunities, and that's what people need.
In 2008 kwam een nieuwe klap met de financiële crisis. De Britse regering nam drastische bezuinigingsmaatregelen.
The reality is that low-income families with children had been left brutally exposed by a decade of very real cuts to the value of social security support.
De huidige Britse regering heeft miljarden uitgetrokken om de kwetsbare groepen te helpen. maar waarschuwt ook dat de Britten een moeilijke periode tegemoet gaan.
In the face of unprecedented global headwinds, families, pensioners, businesses, teachers, nurses and many others are worried about the future. The lasting impact on supply chains has made goods more expensive and fueled inflation, and this has been worsened by a made-in-Russia energy crisis.
It sounds like a perfect storm.
It is a perfect storm, and it's a storm that we can protect families from if we work to restore and rebuild our social security system, and if we work to improve the quality of employment in this country.
They use the word perfect storm. Is this how you experience it?
Yeah, and it's actually quite scary because you can't see an end. We're not getting any good news from the government about the economy getting any better, so everybody's, I think, sort of panicking a little bit.
Maar wat zou een oplossing kunnen zijn? Hoe kunnen de bewoners deze zware winter doorkomen?
Having cash to be able to make the choices is absolutely vital to this. So we need to be moving away from relying on food banks or to feed families, or warm banks to keep them warm. Families need the money, the resources to heat their own homes, to cook their own food, to shop locally and be able to pay for things in the same way as better off citizens take for granted.
Kijken wij alleen nog naar morgen hier.